Good morning, afternoon, and evening. Asafo, the Honorable One, Haki Shakur. Me here, Success Scholar. Thank you all for tuning in and listening in to this piece here. I'm doing this piece today. I'm going to be speaking about why you should come to the Power Networking Conference, as well as why you should support my new endeavor and book, Mission Unstoppable: Extraordinary Stories Through Failure's Blessings, which will be out by the end of June, perhaps in early of July. It will be a multimedia book as well as audio book and hard copy book. Now, for those who may not know, I've was selected. I applied and I was selected to be a part of this phenomenal opportunity, and it will certainly raise my position, raise my stature, and raise my connectedness to the black world and everyone else that are out here that are interested in learning and growing and developing themselves. So, for those who may not know, this book was last year. I went to the Power Networking Conference, and they were soliciting or requesting or asking individuals were they interested in participating in this book. And let me just address why I applied and why I actually knew that I would be selected. And in fact, I went through the process to become one of the Mission Unstoppable authors. Well, first and foremost, I was aware of George Fraser for years, and I before that I told him that I wanted to be at the Power Networking Conference, and that's the beautiful thing of reading and through my travels up and down the East Coast or wherever I go, I always go to the bookstores, wherever I go to discover different authors and African American authors. I want to know who's coming up with unique ideas and who are developing themselves and connecting the dots and positioning themselves in leadership. And it is the leadership of ideas, and that's the kind of leaders that I'm interested in connecting to and following and supporting. And so Mr. Frazier has demonstrated a superior quality leadership with connecting of black business owners throughout the black world. And this conference is an ongoing affair and very empowering and developmental. And actually, last year, even before I went, I told my queen, and we are still going strong, that this would be one of the most powerful, life-changing experiences that I had. And it was certainly that and more, because for the first time in my life, I believe that someone is smart enough. Mr. Frazier is wise enough to recognize my ideas. He's wise enough to recognize my background and my credentials. And so I certainly am grateful for that and honored to be honored, in fact, and given a stamp of approval or a pat on the back from one of a true thinker, and that's what true leaders do. They learn how to spot leaders. And so I appreciate him and appreciate him creating a bridge and an opportunity to in fact be an employee, to employ our people, because I believe that this book will sell millions of copies. I have raised the idea, or I put it out there, that I will personally sell 100,000 of these books. And I just know that this is going to be one of the most relevant and the most empowering books of this decade, and in fact, the century, for us as a people. It's just that significant. And I hope that you all will not take what I'm saying lightly, because information and the correct information will get you free. And economic and financial independence is, and having the mobility to maneuver has always been an option, and there were one point in slavery that individuals had to pay for their freedom. So the reality is that, do you have the skills? Do you have the 21st century skills, the 21st century knowledge and experience, and what little bit of cash flow you may need to move yourself into a better condition for your family and for your children? No, you're not going to be able to blame everyone for everything all the time. We're going to have some choices to make. And you have particular choices that you can make. And so this book with George Fraser, for those who may not know, he's the author of Success Runs in Our Race. And the beautiful thing, that I've become aware of many different authors over the years, and I've sold a tremendous amount of these different authors' books over the years. And that's the beautiful thing of having a strong network and attending a lot of lectures, a lot of conferences, and having a strong black bookstore, as we do in Baltimore. Puts you ahead of the curve. You know what's going on. You know who is putting out the proper directions when you're able to sift and sort through a lot of information. And so definitely go to Connect the Dots, or just Google it, Connect the Dots and Powernetworking Conference. I think it's PNC 2014, PNC2014.com or something like that, or just Google Powernetworking Conference in Dallas, Texas, and you can see the information on that. But definitely, so this book, Extraordinary Stories Through Failures, Blessings, is the subtitle. Susan Taylor, as well of Essence Magazine, will be a part, and I will be going to New Orleans for the first time. Been wanting to go there for some time, and so this just gives me a great opportunity. So I'll be there July 4th weekend. So anyone coming down to the Essence Music Festival, I want to hear the different speakers. I'm not trying to see Prince, so I know people, but no, I mean, it's some fly speakers. I think Erykah Badu will be there, so, check her out, so definitely, and as well as Dr. Randall Pickett. Dr. Randall Pickett, he was on Donald Trump's Apprentice, and, some years ago, I was serious about going on The Apprentice, I was like calling people, I was like, I was feeling myself. This was 6-7 years ago. Whatever The Apprentice was out, I was really putting it together, thinking that I had it. I had what it took, shall I say, to be on the Apprentice, and now having the opportunity to be in a book with one of the winners, the only, I don't know how many African Americans, but one of the brothers who actually won the show. And so that is a phenomenal achievement, for myself. And it's the next best thing from being on Apprentice. Like, look, I'm up in this book with them, and I, and that's what I tell people. It's like, this is an opportunity that I've worked and earned, over the years. And many people may not know, but I know sometimes people on YouTube are like, "Oh, who are you? Who are you? What have you done? Why are you talking this stuff? Like you have the best plan?" Well, no, I just study some of the best teachers, and I read particular books that I know, and I have the discipline to focus. You have to focus. You have to believe. You have to see yourself, and sometimes you have to have good mentors and leadership. Good leaders that understand and that can give you a strong path. And Fraser has laid key things out. And when I heard him, and for those who may not know, I've sold books for years. When I heard him talk about this book, I was like, he's a best-selling author. He knows what he's talking about, And I just say, and I think that we may have room for one or two more authors. I'm not sure where it is now, but recently they just added Les Brown to the equation. Man, and when I heard that, I was like, I'm done, And so, meaning I'm done with just like nickel and diamond, doing little hustles here and there. It's like this will open the door, for conversation, mature, responsible conversation. Now, to some people, and I think that intellectually speaking, I have the knowledge and the background where powerful people will respect what I'm saying. And so I hope that you all will join my movement and be a supporter, for particularly those in the DMV area. We definitely going to have a lot of, I'm going to start within this area and, have a lot of book signing, a lot of different events. And my team will be, with Organo Go, will be at the African American Heritage Festival. So I'm meeting with some people tonight to make that happen. So powerful things are on the move. So I would just hope that you all will stay connected and see. Let's try to make it to Dallas, Texas. I mean, who we have coming? Damon John, the football. Damon John, I believe is his name. I'm sorry. Football brother. Shark Tank. Lisa Nichols will be coming back through. And Ayana Van Zant this year. She'll be in town, so I'm going to see her there as well as in New Orleans. And, so I'm just connecting the dots with different individuals and different business-minded individuals that see that it's the time for ideas. It's the time for new, empowering ideas to come in. We must take a level of responsibility for our choices that we make. And I've made the choice. I've made several choices, as well as my leader and mentor, Mr. Houghton Buggs, and of course many other great leaders. Claude Anderson's still up there, Amos Wilson. So we have to have this synergistic analysis. Dr. Dennis Kimbrough, of key individuals who are opening doors of opportunity for us, and sometimes we have to be prepared, because Frazier refers to his operation as an underground railroad, and we have to ask ourselves: are we utilizing the underground railroads, the networks, the resources? Are we working cooperatively and collaboratively? And so this is what this collaborative book is about, and even with Organo Gold, it's cooperative, collective economics, like a susu. And so this is how you have to position yourself. So I'm looking forward. Share this video. Definitely, you need to share some more of my videos. I'll try to be more articulate as time go on with the ideas and how I express them. I'm not going to be yelling, not going to be using any profanity. I don't think I've used profanity, actually, but but definitely, I'm looking forward to growing more and sharing more of the vision, because absolutely, I continue to refine the analysis, and I continue to get better and making the connections to key leaders and builders. And I only expect good things. So keep it right here. Share this video. Add me to your key friends. Send me a post, a beautiful comment on this, and definitely pay attention. Pay attention, because we're moving and shaking and making key connections with key leaders. Thank you. Peace.